Okay, George, I had a little bit of chance to think about this, and I'm just going to do this for crying out loud. I'm just going to do this live. I just got an email from Gary, and it occurred to me that there's a tool that I don't use often enough that might do this for you. It's called Orient Gem. It's normally used for orienting stuff around gems in the scene. I'm going to see if we can use it to actually replace the gem. So how this works is under your gem menu, click on the first tab. This little thing looks like a prong next to a gem. Like I said, this tool is usually used for building a setting in the middle of the screen and then orienting it to all the gems in your scene. I use it for making our full circle bands and our 5 and our 7 stone heads. Alright, so what you got to do when you open that tool is select all the gems. So I'm going to go select all of these. I'm going to deselect this one over here. This over here is Gary's mesh. So I'm going to put all the gems in there. So those are the gems we want to work with. Alright, those are the matrix ones, all of these. Why didn't it select those? Hang on a second. Select those and those. Let that. Okay, so we've got all the gems now. We're going to pop it in there. These are the gems we want to work with. Okay, now what we want to do is switch on Show Guide. Now Guide is going to, and we're going to obviously scale all our gems. So click those first two, and then what we have to do is we have to bring this down here, and we have to line it up as perfectly as we can. I'm going to move it from its Q-lay point to that Q-lay point down there, and I'm going to scale it from that point there, shift straight up. I'm going to scale it so that it's as close as possible. How we look in there? It's probably pretty close. A little bit more maybe. From there to there. Alright, so that's a lot closer than we were. So what we've got in the middle of the screen now is we've got Gary's scan mesh over our guide gem. Well, like I said, this is usually used for building a setting around the guide gem and then applying it to other gems. If this doesn't work, you can laugh at me. Alright, so the object we want to replace everything with is that mesh, so we're going to put it in there and sit back and let's see if this is going to work. Let's go set to gems. It's working. Alright, fantastic, George. I found a way to replace all the gems in the scene at one go. Is it all finished? Are we done? All done. Alright, so what you do now to turn off all the matrix gems is just switch off the guide and then go cell block instance, and you can hide those, and then what we should have is all the meshes. Okay, you can tell these are meshes. Alright, so that's a fast way to replace all the gems in a scene with Gary's gems. Okay, apologies for thinking it wasn't possible before. Sometimes I need to think about something for a couple of minutes and it all just comes to me. Alright, so that will then render everything. I'm going to dump that, and let's just put down a ground plane and hit a render, and that should render all the meshes of Gary's. Of course, this is not going to work because no booleans have happened. Everything's going to look a little bit shoddy. But yeah, that worked fine. Alright. Okay, George, you have a good day, matey. Cheers. Chris out.